sorry to hear that.
Before I let you meet harm, no questions arose in my mind. Would I be man enough against wrong? Choose right and be standing up from the hospital.
Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining another episode of the Perfectly Incomplete Podcast, episode number 21. It's a special episode. I'm your host, Imogene. My co-host, Tony. She's not here with me today, but we're sending much love to her. I've got two special people in the building with me today. These are the two guys. I've got Kortnee Simmons.
Hello. How you doing?
And I have got Lamar Kortnee in the building.
How y'all doing?
And so I just wanted to introduce, but Tony and I are always the ones that are talking. We've been called feminists and chauvinists, and we've been called some hellacious names. So we just thought we'd have the guys to get on to field some questions. We had people that sent in questions through social media platforms that they wanted answered from a male's perspective. So without me running my mouth anymore, I'm just going to turn this platform over to Kortnee and Lamar. I have the questions. The only thing I will be doing is reading them so you know it's legit, because these little niggerachis will just be making up some questions, okay? So we're going to keep it real. And I promise you, you will not hear as much as I talk. Imogene will not be talking. So please feel free to send in your questions, engage, and let's just do this, okay? So, Kortnee, without further ado, you got it.
Sound man, how long was that? Oh, we don't know? Okay, we're just going to keep it moving on.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, we're answering questions about love and relationships today from the male perspective. We're going to try our best to get through this and not lead you wrong. Listen, we're not trying to end nobody's relationship, but also if you ain't supposed to be in that one, we may be able to fix that too.
And look at them red flags. Just signs early.
We here. So I guess we're going to go ahead and start with the first question. I don't know what it says, Mom.
Okay, the first question, I don't know what it means because it says, are you going to finish that? But being that people are listening, they don't know what that is. So I'm going to skip over that one.
Let me help you, because that's one of the questions that I took from my Facebook. And that was Ariel from West Hurley, if I'm not mistaken. He said, are you going to finish that? It's like a lot of times in relationships, I'm a man, so I'm going to say what I'm going to say. And a lot of times in relationships, women can just take what they want. They just take what they want. If they want your sweatshirt, they getting it. If they want the rest of your food, they getting it. If you hungry and you say, babe, are you hungry? I'm about to go get some food.
I'm good.
And they're like, no, I'm all right. You go get your food. You better believe she's in your plate, right? Are you finished that? I took that question to relate more so to whether or not there is a certain level of respect and acceptance when it comes to personal values and possessions in a relationship. Can you do the same thing with a woman that a woman does to you when it comes to your personal possessions in a relationship? No. AKA, are you going to finish that?
I mean, in my experience, no. If I'm eating something, if I got my food and I'm with my lady or whatever, I literally might look to the left, look back to the right. She done slid my whole plate and she's going in. I've had it happen. I'm telling you. Me, I'm a savage. If she looked to the right, I slide that plate to the left. I body it. She's going to feel some type of way. So certain things, I'm using it as a joking kind of way, but certain things, no. I think women get a lot more freedom when it comes to just...
I need you to speak into the mic.
I think women get a lot more freedom when it comes to getting away with invading like personal space or, just like going a little too far with like, your personal stuff or whatever.
Listen, we can talk a lot about double standards when it comes to men and women, and it's going to come up a lot in this conversation because there are lots of double standards.
Well,
okay, excuse me. I'm not in this, but I still don't understand for this question that says, are you going to finish that? I still don't get it. Am I slow or am I just missing it?
I literally just explained this to
about
you.
The food thing?
No, in general, it's okay and acceptable for a woman to take something from a man, his personal possessions, or something that he values personally. So again, for instance, if you want to take your man's sweatshirt, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, never.
If a man want to take some food off of your plate, you make a big deal about it. Not
so
all
women.
We're not
all
women.
Question, are you going to finish that?
Are you going to finish that? It's like usually like you have food on your plate or you have something like you have a snack, you have a bagel, you have a donut or something and it's sitting there and it's like, okay, I'm not paying attention to it right now. It doesn't mean I forgot about it. Are you going to finish that? And it's more so when it comes from a woman, it's like, are you going to finish that as she slides this over
Okay,
and eats it?
understood.
And
As opposed
that
to, are you going to finish that? Like, I really want to know because I want to eat it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And that question is actually a courtesy because most of them not going to say it.
Right.
They're literally just going to.
And then the man is supposed to just suck it up and take it and keep moving.
Just hold that down.
But again, double
Order
standards.
another
We're going
one.
to talk about those quite a bit today. That's just one of those. You know, we can't do the same thing. It just wouldn't fly. But yeah. So we'll go back to double standards. But it's the next question.
Next question. Okay, this one is from Ethan from Scotland, and he says, "How do I stop being shy and awkward? I can't gather the confidence to talk to new people."
I got this one. I can relate. The way you get out of that is you have to put yourself in those situations. Like, you have to go in your mind, like wherever you go, whatever the case may be, you got to understand, like, the worst thing a person can do or say, like, say if it's a girl and you go to talk to her, the worst thing she can say is no. Right? Like, if,
Essentially.
like think about it. If I go ask a girl, I don't know her, what's your name? You don't want to tell me? Cool. Can I get your number? No. Okay, cool. Right? And apply that to people. What is the worst thing if you're shy and you go in a group of people or whatever and you really want to be lit, like you really want to be turned, right? But you shy. What's the worst thing they gonna do? Is be like, yo, last night, blase, some dude was in there acting crazy. Don't know who you was. You know, the best way to get over it is just do it. It's just literally to just do it.
No. Lamar obviously didn't go to high school.
I went to high school. I hated high school.
Ethan, I live in America, and I know who you are because that was also another question that I got. I live in America. Listen here. Lamar, we live in New York, first of all.
No,
We're
New York is savage,
not just
bro.
going to stop at like the worst somebody could say is no, because she could be like, no, you wild ugly, your breath stink,
Yo,
your
you
fit not
dragged
right.
it.
Like, it can go beyond that. I take a different approach.
Well, I'm not good. That's only if you actually pop. I'm corny. You really got to be corny for that to happen to you.
You really got to speak in that mic.
You really got to be corny.
I mean, not really. Because not for nothing, back in the day in the 9th grade, I wasn't an ugly kid. I wore all black and I just had a low haircut and I was darker than some people. I wasn't popped. I was not ugly. But at the end of the day, like, they still found a reason to say what they got to say. I take a different approach. Ethan, here's what I'll tell you. Listen, my approach to being shy or not having the confidence that you need to talk to somebody you want to talk to, if you feel like that, then you need to take a little bit more time and love on yourself some. Because you can't be bothered with somebody else and you can't be bothered with a relationship. You can't be bothered with trying to figure out somebody else's problems and get to know them and involve yourself in something else if you haven't gotten yourself and your own issues right. Love yourself first. Love on yourself. Get to know yourself a little bit better. Find out those things that make you lit. Okay. So that way, when you do go and you decide to talk to new people, you know what you have to offer. You know what your value is. You know what your worth is. And then you ain't got to worry about somebody sitting here telling you, oh, like, no, you popped, you ugly, your outfit, it's not hitting. Like, your pieces, they don't hit like that. Like, you got to go somewhere.
But that's my point. Like, you gave not coming for you for your response. You said go love yourself, right? I said just go do what you do. You said they'll come back and they'll be like, oh no, because you ugly, you popped, right?
I said if.
Hold on, bro, if I go dance with a chick right now and she's like, no, you're a dub, you're ugly, you're popped, you really think that would faze me?
Well, there's a difference because you've taken the time to get to know yourself and to love yourself.
But how did that start? By just doing. Like,
no,
literally,
it started by
with
you getting roasted.
Exactly.
It started by you getting denied and rejected.
Yeah, but that you think just because, okay, I get rejected, I shoot my shot, I get shot down, right? You think that goes, no, let me reassess myself and go sit in the dojo with myself and be like, no, I'm still shooting my shot. Because what happens is when you do that, you kind of, in a sense, discourage yourself from wanting to do it. When you say, like, if you go and let's say you just want to dance, you cannot dance. You have no rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
You're terrible.
That used to be me.
That's still me. That's still me, right? I can go out, dance, and you can be dirt, but you really want to dance and just be like lit. You want to be known for dancing. And you go out and you suck. And everybody's like, oh no, you're a dub. Right? Yes, you can go, and sit in a dojo and be like, man, they said I was terrible. Right? But who cares what they said? Did you have fun when you was doing that? You keep doing it, right? You might want to look at some footage and see what you did wrong. That's something completely different. But you keep doing it. The way you learn to love yourself, the way you learn to get over stuff is to keep doing it. And guess what? As you're doing it, you're gonna learn. All right, I did this wrong. All right, you learn as you do it because you can't figure it all out sitting within yourself, having a conversation within yourself because you're only getting your perspective, your opinion, and based off what you see, and it's biased.
But if you continue to do that and you allow other people, eventually, if I keep doing this, I'm going to be better. If I keep doing this, I'm going to be more confident in that. You allow other people to validate your sense of being.
Oh, that's a fact.
You allow people to validate your worth.
In a sense.
And ain't nobody got time for that. Like, not for nothing. At the end of the day, like, listen, I can, if I suck at dancing, I can go out and dance over and over again all I want to in the club. And I'm like, okay, eventually it's going to be like, okay, regardless of what you think, like, I'm still having a good time. It's going to be what it's going to be. And that's based off of acclimating yourself to the environment that you're in, not allowing yourself to be fazed by what somebody else is telling you. But if you spend the time within yourself to be like, okay, you know what? I'm not just doing this just to acclimate myself to the environment. I'm doing this because it's like, I like to do this. This is cool. This is fun. Eventually, I'm going to do it for whatever purpose, for whatever reason. In this instance, I want to impress somebody. I want to get somebody's attention. I want to shoot my shot, whatever.
You lost me.
You have to, okay.
No. I'm just
take the time to do it for the sake of loving yourself and not just to be acclimated to the uncomfortability.
Exactly. I got that, but this is where you lost me. You said your words is if you go dance and you suck and you keep going, right? Even though you suck, you still keep going and you're having a great time. You said you're seeking validation. Whereas take the time to get to know and get to love yourself. That's where you lost me because you pretty much said it without saying it. It becomes a problem when you do it. Maybe I just misunderstood the way you said what you said.
Having a great time does not equate to loving yourself.
No, not
at all.
Having
a great time is having a great time, right? Having a great time does not equate to loving yourself.
It depends how you having a great time.
Listen, I could go to Skate Town and be on skates and just.
Do I need to read the question?
No, it's a good dialogue.
I could be at Skate Town on some skates because I like to float. I like to have a good time. I like to be on some skates, right? I may not be good at it. I may suck. I may fall. But I'm having a good time because I like to skate, because I like to float, right? That does not necessarily mean that I've taken the time to be okay with the fact that I suck at it. I suck.
I get what you're saying.
And I can't change that until I practice more. But I still have a good time on some skates because it's like, look, I'm not walking. I'm rolling around. It feels like I'm floating through the air. I like that. But I still suck. But now there's the process of being okay with the fact that I suck, which is the process of loving myself and doing something about it, which is the process of changing to become the person I want to be.
So I got a question for you. And I know you got a bunch of questions. I got a question for you. If you're uncomfortable with doing something, how is it you can be having a great time? I know me personally, I can't do those two things at once. I get anxiety. I get bad. I'm like, I get into a shell. I shut down. I act weird. You can ask my friends. I don't see. You must be legendary. How can you be having a great time at something and feel uncomfortable at the same time? I don't know. No, Mom, can you? I mean,
it is very possible.
I'm not in this.
She's not.
Perspective.
Okay, I'm not
Even
capable.
Though you contradict
it's very
yourself.
possible.
No, I'm asking him.
It's very possible. Take for instance, okay, you take me or Alex, right? We know how to sing now.
Yeah,
we're great singers now.
Now,
once upon a time, we weren't good at it.
Oh my God, y'all was annoying.
But we still had a good time doing it, whether people thought we were good or not.
Exactly. But
it
was feel good doing it.
It felt good doing it. But being bad at anything to anybody is uncomfortable.
It couldn't have been that uncomfortable. Y'all was all through the house like, I'm just like,
because that's the only way you get better. You get better by doing it. It doesn't make you any less uncomfortable. Right now, I can go on the stage and stand on the stage and be like, okay, these people are here because they already know me. Like, they know me. Some people may not know me, but the majority of these people here already know me. Yeah. So I feel good. I feel okay. I'm fine. But just because I get on a stage stage of, sorry, microphone, 20,000 people or whatever in front of me that don't know me, as uncomfortable as it may be because I don't know this crowd of people and it's my nerves are getting the best of me. It doesn't mean I don't enjoy what I'm doing because I still, above all of that, beyond the people, beyond the stage, beyond the lights and all of that, I still love to sing.
I think what I'm saying and what you're saying kind of go hand in hand. You can do something a million times and be uncomfortable with it.
Mm-hmm.
I've taken down thousands of trees and every time I go to drop a pole, I'm nervous about it. You know, same thing with what you're saying. I can't apply it specifically because I don't, know how you feel or how.
Excuse me to the microphone.
No, excuse me.
That's what I just did.
Excuse me to whoever paid for this. Cause I just hit the mic. That's what I'm.
At this point, we don't know.
Okay, thank you. But anyways, that's what I'm saying. Just because you get uncomfortable with something doesn't mean you can't have a great time. And to answer the question, how do you get over doing stuff? I think maybe me and him both can agree. In my opinion, you do it. You may feel uncomfortable.
I'm not supposed to interject. I'm gonna move on to the next question.
Ethan, love yourself. Okay.
Ethan-
Facts, bro. Just do it, bro.
And I'm just gonna move on. I'll just give feedback because I'm not supposed to be talking. I'm just clarifying what you said to yourself. You said on the one hand, you just do it, right? And that's it. First, you said you just do it, and then you changed your mind and you said something different. But that's why y'all need women on here. But moving on to the
What did I
next
say that was
question.
different? What
The
did I say?
next question is from Rakeem from Millbrook, and he says, "Why? Why does love hurt?"
Well, let me take my stab at this first, since I am a Cancer. Okay.
You are cancerous.
I am a Cancer, and I'm more emotionally involved than a lot of people tend to be. In my humble opinion,
Is it really humble?
No. But let's pretend I'm the mother of all of your signs. Okay, get it together. I'm sorry, the Cancer is the mother of the zodiac. Let's get that together. But in my humble opinion, I feel like love hurts because in order to love somebody, well, first you have to define love to get a shared understanding. But
Talk about it.
in order to love somebody, I feel like the biggest thing for me, it's always an emotional connection when it comes to love. It's mainly emotionally based. And in order to love somebody else, first of all, you have to invest that which is most dear to you. I feel like a lot of times when you love people, you invest your insecurities in them because you trust them with the things that mean most to you. You trust them with the things that you're most afraid of. Love is, to me, when you think, even if you take the Bible, love is patient, love is caring, love is kind, love is long suffering. Yeah, love is without condition and all of that jazz. Like when you think about all of those traits and when you think about all of those things, you have to utterly and completely trust this other person that you're investing your self into. I won't even say emotions. You're investing yourself into this person.
Literally.
When you give so much of yourself to somebody and I think it falls back onto expectations. When you give so much of yourself to somebody and they don't live up to your expectations of what you thought it was going to be, what you thought it was going to be like, or what you thought like they would feel or what you would feel, or because I'm giving you so much of myself, I'm expecting you to give me so much of yourself. When they don't live up to that thing and you've allowed yourself to be vulnerable, like it hurts because it's like a kid being let down. Like when a parent tells their kid something and the parent doesn't follow through with it and they're let down. It's just something within you that's like, well, dang, I hoped you did this. I expected you to do this. I trusted you. I believed in you. So much of who I am and so much of what my emotion is connected to was invested into who you are as a person. I feel like it hurts because these hoes ain't loyal.
Amen. Let the church say yes.
It's just they're not loyal to your expectations. They're not loyal to your beliefs. Your
Well,
values.
My bad.
That's just me.
Okay, that's you. Are you going to
That's Brother
respond to that
Simmons.
question?
Yes.
Why does love hurt so much?
Shoot, he pretty much said it, but I think the biggest one, and I'm gonna take because you already said it, is the expectation. With love, the one thing that comes with love, when you really love somebody, when you really, really love somebody, it don't matter what nobody says. It doesn't matter what the person you love, no matter what they do, when you love them, all you see or all you feel is that vibe, that energy, the way they make you feel like you literally could float through life like nothing is wrong. And they could be doing you filthy. Your best friend, mom, pops, son, sister could be like, they're no good for you. And you won't see it because you're loved. You're in love. Love is like real love is truly blind. I'm sorry, I'm struggling talking about this, but it's really blind because you'll really the lengths you will go for a person, the things you will do, the lies you will tell yourself. Yo, it is crazy. Like it's crazy. But the biggest part why love hurts is the expectation part. It's because when you really love somebody, when you really, really love them, it's certain stuff you don't expect for them. Like we all mess up. We all mess up, right? Nobody's perfect. But if you really love somebody and you love that person, you know you would never do nothing deliberately to hurt them,
Mm-hmm.
right? No matter what it like, you're not even risking it for the biscuit, taking penitentiary chances. You're not doing that. It's quiet for that. And the part where I love hurts is because usually it for the person that's doing the hurting, the crap that you wouldn't do to somebody. My bad, I got my bag. I went to a dark place for a second. Yo, I'm being honest.
I need you to be in the mic.
I'm being honest. I hate I hate them. But no, for real. For real. If we being honest, the reason why it hurts is because that whatever that got done to you, whatever it is that made you hurt, I put it on anything I love. You wouldn't do that to that person. You might have done it to somebody else, but I promise you didn't love them. But that person, you wouldn't do it to. And so, and a lot of times with love and expectation is we put ourselves onto the next person, forgetting they're their own person. That's why we love them in the first place, because they compliment us so well.
Okay. And a question the next question, I should have asked it first, but Lamar, you just responded to why does love hurt? This question, I don't know who it's from, but it says, what's your definition of love?
First of all, she did not just skip to the secondary card. How do you define love? You like a lot of people would define love as a feeling. Some people would define it as an action. Me personally, I feel like you really can't define love. I mean, it's just something that is. It's almost like life. Like it's just something that is. Life is constant. Death is constant. Love is constant. Love just is.
Your turn, Lamar. He really didn't define it. You want to take a shot at it?
Literally, I can't define it. Not at all. It's a vibe that you literally cannot find nowhere else.
Okay, so since we have two males that are fielding questions, they could not respond to the question, what is love? I feel it necessary for me to jump in and give my definition of what love is.
That's not what a moderator does.
Okay, and that may be what it done, but you guys are answering
But
questions.
we never said we couldn't define it. We just told you that you can't define it because, if you could define love, then it wouldn't be love. It would be whatever that word is used to define it.
If they want a technical definition of love, they can go to Webster, Merriam-Webster.
Boom.
But like you asked us what the definition of love is, and I'm telling
that
you,
is really a vibe.
I can't define love.
It literally plays a part. It messes with your psyche, your physical, emotional. Like I don't know what word. Most words usually relate to one of those things: your mental, your emotional, your physical. Love will really with all of those. I don't know a word unless we got a dictionary.
How would you define God's love for you?
We ain't talking about God's love. They asked a question
but
about
love is love, isn't it?
Love is love.
Well,
no matter where it's coming from.
You don't want my definition, so I'm not going to say, because I can distinguish between love and like. Like if there's a man that I love, there's a guy that I like, and there's a man that I love. I have that special affection for him. I want to have sex with him. I want to kiss him. I want him holding me. When he affects me, it breaks my heart. When I just like someone, they don't have that impact on me.
But what about the little things? Like what about also a love? Like when you just got that person that you literally just want to talk to or you just want to stare at.
Look, I'm not the one answering questions. You are.
I'm just saying, you were saying love. I mean, you're the moderator.
All right.
Next
So since
question,
I'm
please.
moderating, I'm going to move on to the next question. This is a good one, and it's from Yannick from New York. Why are men so afraid of commitment when they know that the woman they are with is more than qualified to be a great life partner? Good question, Yannick. Thank you.
How do they know
Yannick.
that? How do they know that? How do they know that she's more than qualified to be
I feel like
that
answering
life
this
partner?
question is snitching.
How? I want to know. How do you know that that person is more than qualified to be your life partner? Because at the end of the day, people are ever-changing beings. So what's right for me today may not be right for me 3 weeks from now. So why are some people afraid of commitment? And I think we talked about this the other day when we went out. When I think we went to Applebee's and we talked about this. Our generation of people, I can't speak for generations before mine or ones that's going to come after mine, but our generation of people are afraid of commitment because there's this mentality of I'm going to play you before you play me.
So everybody got somebody in the stash,
Right.
just in case this person messes up.
That's my answer.
I piggyback that in case of guys though, but how do you really know? There's only two certainties in life, change and death. So nobody knows, even a guy knows if you are the right one. You may have all these, that's the timer for the chicken. I'm sorry, Alex.
He's gonna turn that off. We're also making food. By we, I mean Lamar, because we hungry.
All right, I'm back. Had to go take that chicken out the oven. But yeah, you never know if a person is the one for you. You go off feelings, and even though it feels right, and like you feel like you're gonna be with that person forever, not saying that you will not be with them, but life doesn't care about our plans, so there's no guarantees.
You got anything to add?
I said my piece.
Okay. So the next question is from Shaniqua. She's from Virginia. Her question is, why are men intimidated by strong, successful women?
Oh, that's easy.
That's a good question.
Can I get that one?
Well, I don't like women, do I? So
All right.
answer the question.
If a man is intimidated, and I'm speaking only from experience, if a man is intimidated by a strong woman, but he still shoots a shot or is attracted, as a good thing, in the sense of like he admires it, he like really respects that, whatever the case may be. But if he's intimidated, it could be a sign of like he does not know, a lot of kids and guys, he does not know what he could offer you or what he could bring to the table that you'll be receptive to. Like, how do I say this? Crap. Come on, get it together. I messed it up. Sometimes guys just don't know. Strong women may not be what they're used to. Independent women may not be what they're used to, but they may find it very attractive and what they're looking for. But being that they've never had it, they don't know how to approach it. They don't know how to deal with it. But I would tell you, any man that likes or is attracted to strong women, like real strong women, not the girls who go around saying I'm a strong independent woman and just say that. The ones that live in and still have guys shoot their shot and they follow through. That's more times than not a strong brother. And yeah, man, just don't worry about it. Just enjoy the ride.
Well, I'll say, because anybody that's ever been in a relationship with me knows I'm a very strong-willed person. I'm very strong-headed. I got that from my mother. Most people already know that. I will say a lot of men may be intimidated by that, for the fact that a lot of strong women, a lot of strong, successful women have the tendency to overassert themselves and that strength that they have. You know, everything has to be an argument. Everything has to be a fight. Everything has to be a rebuttal. Like I had a conversation with somebody today, and I was like, listen, here, my thought process was literally like, either you gonna be strong or I'm gonna run over you. That was my thought process today. It was like, either you're gonna step up to the plate and you'll be strong, or I'm gonna run right over you. And this fake strength stuff, that don't work. Like that ain't it. Like, figure it out. Or
and you'd be surprised.
It's gonna trample you.
Be surprised the real strong woman and who's a real strong brother. You really will be surprised.
There's so much strength in silence.
Because I was gonna say, I promise you, it's not the one that's out there like, I'm a strong independent. I promise you, that child's ego is so fragile.
How do you define a strong woman?
Wait till something real happens. It's easy to be like that, you know, in a time of peace. Wait till something happens that rattles your relationship, or rattles like wait till something happens that causes a conflict between you and them. But it's nothing. Wait till that happens. You find out who's strong and who's really not built, right? You really find out, because it's easy to quit. Mm-hmm. It's easy to be like, oh, I'm done. We all gonna get mad. We all get mad. We do, right? Might not want to deal with it then, there, and then. But after that, what's your response after that? I'm done? Or... Because it's hard to really look at what a person did, you know what I'm saying, or a situation, and be like, I got every right to like. But
good point.
You know,
good point, Kortnee. I just wanted to, since I get to ask a question too, and in this question, I think it was meaning. It said, why are men intimidated by strong, successful women, assuming it's a heterosexual relationship? Mm-hmm. I think it applies to homosexual relationships. But you said something about it's always an argument. Can you clarify for me? Like, when I think of a relationship, and I'll say heterosexual, mm-hmm. but I guess it could apply to same sex. When a woman wants to express her opinion and doesn't agree with the other person, why is it always that she's being argumentative? Why can't it be she's just expressing her persona?
Well, I think that has a lot to do with perspective, and because most heterosexual relationships and the people within them believe in these gender norms and roles that are established by the system. and the people that run them, I think a lot of times if I tell you your job is to sit around this house and make sure you cook and make sure my kids are taken. No, seriously.
Well,
Make sure.
you told me
No,
I
no,
would
seriously.
slap you
Like,
down.
Is there
make
really
sure.
people out here that do
No,
that?
No,
Is there really
like,
people out here that's like that?
Listen.
It's
Yes.
2019.
Listen, I'm not gonna call no names and I'm not gonna say nothing.
That
But
is so
I went
funny.
to a place this weekend where
You won.
I had to ask. I was like, "Do women even have their own identity here? Why are you named after your husband?
Mrs. So-and-so?
Yeah, like why, like why is it Mrs. Husband's name? Like why, like you don't have your own name?
Oh, got you.
You don't have your own thing here? Like what's going on?
You
Like somebody,
identify as that person.
right? Like somebody, please tell me. Like, and it was the way the system is set up. But my thing is, it's same thing in our natural real lives. If I tell you your job is to sit around this house, make sure the kids are taken care of, make sure you cooking, make sure you get this laundry done, and this house better be clean when I come home. We know that won't fly in this house. That's not a thing here. That's not a thing here. But but in some places, and so, no.
Yeah, let it fly. That was real.
You got to remember that some people were traditionally raised in that way.
I pity
And a
them.
lot of places where you marry a more progressive woman or you're in a more progressive place where the woman is like, "Excuse me? Yeah, I'm sorry. I think I'm hearing stuff
You
because it sounds like you told me I'm going to sit in this house.
No, or it sound like you. Got
but I
me.
make more money than you.
It sound like you got me. Yo, I'm not. That's women's go to these, especially with. Oh man,
I'm
Okay,
going to work.
That's a good segue for the next question. And I thought that question was on here, but apparently is it? Oh yeah. Then
Well, you a woman, so you can submit a question too.
I don't know who this is from, but it says, does it bother you if a woman makes more than you?
nope.
Or your mate in the case that you're in same-sex relationships?
Why should it matter?
Why?
If that money is our money is coming to the same household for the same purpose, why does it matter that you make more
As
than
long
me?
as we both doing something to progress, because I've dated women where I've been the breadwinner and getting to the bag, and they're not, right? And I'll hold it down, but they hold it down in other ways. But I've also been the person in a relationship where they really get into the bag, and I'm not getting to the bag, and you still hold it down in other ways, right? It's all about effort. It's really all about effort.
I've had a few of those instances where it's like, like not even that you make more than me, but your money is more consistent. Because I'm an artist, so I gotta wait on checks. I have to wait till checks come. If I do a movie or if I'm like, even with my label or with my singing, if I'm singing and I put a record out, I have to wait monthly. They send those payments out monthly. And a lot of times when you do a movie or you do a TV show or something like that, those checks, like you'll go to work.
They come quick.
No, somewhat, but sometimes, but not really. Like you go to
checks
work,
are
and if you a
nice.
union member, like you go to work, they have until that Friday to process the payment, and then you expect that check by next Friday, but it might not be there. So my thing is, for me, it's always been consistently when that money is coming. I don't care if you make more than me. Because at the end of the day, if we got rent to pay and we got all this other stuff, and we know where we going, we know where we going and what we doing. Like, I don't care that you make more than me. You better believe you're not gonna hold that over my head. I don't care.
Fact.
But like,
But would you
I
even
don't
want to
care.
be with a person who does that? Like, if it's really about that, I know me personally, I don't want to be with a person.
if I have to justify every other day, like what I'm adding to this relationship or what value I'm adding just because you make more than me, then I don't really
I can
need
do
to be
bad
here.
by myself.
Like, not for nothing.
I can do good by
We can
myself.
call it quits real quick. We can call like that's it.
Talk about
We're
it.
done.
Talk about it, because you'll be sick.
Because there will come a day where like a lot of people forget you're in a good place now.
Nothing lasts forever.
Nothing like
And God
you-
is quick.
you may get
quick
sick.
to humble somebody. He.
You go to somebody you go to somebody else that makes maybe as much as you do or doesn't make as much as you do, but they don't take care of you the way I took care of you, and you get sick and you lose what you have, and then you find yourself by yourself. Tell me what you gonna value more: the fact that you made more than me, or the fact that you now no longer have somebody to take care of you when you're in your low.
Because you just took 2 L's. Your finances went down and your quality of life went down.
That's it.
Cool. I like that answer. The next question, and I don't know who it's from. It said, what's the problem? And I'll say with a woman or man or your partner, what's the problem with a woman making it known that she wants you, but she doesn't need you?
I've never had that.
There's nothing wrong with.
You've never had a woman say, man, I don't need you.
I mean, no, like that. Like,
There's nothing. I don't think personally there's anything wrong with saying it. There's nothing wrong with saying like, listen, I want you to be here, but one pony don't stop the show, and I don't need you. Because at the end of the day, that goes back to how we view ourselves, how we view independence, and whether or not we can stand on our own 2 feet.
I feel like you kind of showing an insecurity. Because why even say it in the first place? If you want me, that's all what it's about. Because At some point, we didn't know each other. Some point, you was living life and you didn't need me, and I didn't need you. You get what I mean?
I'm following. I'm listening.
All right. What's the point in saying I want you, but I don't need you? Because prior to, at some point, we didn't know each other, and you was doing just fine before I met you, and I was doing just fine before you met me. Unless you're talking like, down the line, whatever, somebody says that. It's completely different. But what's the point in even saying that?
Because sometimes in a relationship, a man or a woman start to feel themselves a little bit where they're comfortable and they feel like they okay in a relationship. And I'm playing devil's advocate right now because sometimes they'll get in that relationship and they've been there for a little bit of time and they're like, they feel like they get into this place where it's like, okay, well, I've added such and such and I've done such and such and I've done so and so and whatever. And you couldn't do this without me. And it's like,
all right, hold on. I'm not even gonna hold you. Yeah, I did that once.
It's like, yeah.
But I really was the ghost.
And
that's why these women be having these secret bank accounts, and that's why they move out of their house piece by piece. Bruh, because it's like, listen,
you won't even know
just because and that's the crazy part because a lot of times, and this is the thing, men. I hope you listening.
Yo, they always got a stash, bro.
A lot of times,
if they smart,
women
they
always
have a stash.
Y'all gonna listen to what I gotta say.
My bad.
A lot of times, women are saying without saying, I want you, but I don't need you. They're saying that a lot of times without having to say it because you notice they're getting a little bit distant.
Stop.
No, for real.
Them texts are getting shorter.
Some of their stuff start going missing, and you don't really notice at first because everything seems okay. Everything seems
little stuff.
Their behavior does not change.
Cause they happy they getting away with it. Like, oh, this nigga ain't notice it.
Right.
All right.
But then all of a sudden, she not there no more. That was her way of saying, I want you, but I don't need you. And since you want to act like I need you and I'm going to prove to you I don't need you, watch me pull this move real quick. Watch me disappear real quick.
I got a question.
Okay, listen, this is from a male's perspective, but I will not allow you to talk about the women's
No,
faces.
y'all really do this, which I have a question for y'all. Why is it that women, you're a woman, why are women so difficult to communicate with? Instead of just say what it is y'all want or y'all expect, why is it that you make us men assume or carry yourselves as if we automatically know? We're men. We're stupid. A lot of us are not intellectuals and can read the signs. I think I'm intellectual. I'm stupid and I miss the signs all the time. So why is it easier for women to just be like, you should know what's wrong?
Can I answer that question? I have to ask. Can I answer that?
I'm just saying.
Okay. But we're talking from a men's perspective. But I think, and that goes to men's from Venus, women from Mars, however it goes. It's just communication styles. Women, we're very emotional
My ruling
creatures.
body is the moon.
And we think that you should know. But still, all women aren't like that. I don't assume that because I know men, you guys are fix-its. You don't want to play games. You don't want to read minds. You want us to tell you. So I am not one of them women. I will definitely tell you there are a lot of women who just assume you know. And I would say to them woman up. Pull your bra strap up, and put your titties in your titty holder, and hold your posture and communicate. Use your inner voice and use your communication skills because men cannot read your mind. Like they say, you'd be like, do you want something? No, I don't want nothing.
And
then they get home.
Mad.
You didn't even have the nerve to get me nothing. Look, well, girl, will I ask you? So that's my answer to that question.
Y'all got indoor voices? That exists for women?
Yo, he won.
The next question is, so pride. It says, pride, what good does it do for you? Or what good does it do you?
Mine are short.
Pride does no one any good when you put too much on it. I got 5 on it. And that 5 is quickly and easily spent because at the end of the day, men and women, if you want your relationship to last,
better set that aside.
You better put that pride to the side real quick.
You're gonna be
because that will destroy your relationship faster than you can blink.
You're gonna go from a happy relationship to being a Facebook comedian real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Promise you.
And then the sad part is pride won't even allow you to fix it once you broke it.
And you messed up.
Yeah.
You'll be like, I ain't have to do all of that.
But I ain't saying sorry though.
You're probably like, yeah, but you ain't saying sorry though. You ain't going out like that.
No.
Do you think that has something to do with saving face with the fellas?
No. Men and women.
I think men and women both do that.
But you guys are speaking from a male's perspective.
Okay. No, we don't. I'm not going to. I will say this on camera. Fellas are the biggest simpers. I don't care what none of my homeboys say to me in my face about, forget that girl. So no way he leave. He's on his phone like, man, I don't care about what that nigga was saying. Girl, I love you. And I know guys that be like this. I've done it. I don't watch too many guys be like this.
Really?
Come on, Mom. You're a woman.
Don't throw me under the bus.
No, I'm not throwing you under the bus. But how many times you can relate? I'm pretty sure.
But this is from a male's perspective.
I'm saying we are, but I'm pretty sure, right? You can relate in the sense of, you want to do how to squabble him? He with his boys. He like, nah, shorty, You grew up in the 80s, so And then, well, I ain't have text, so he probably sent a pigeon.
Well, a pigeon? So he's trying to crack on his mother.
No. I'm just saying
a pigeon.
No, not a pigeon.
This nigga's saying I was born in the 1800s.
No, not a pigeon. My bad. But you get what I mean in the sense of,
I was trying to flip.
You done seen dudes front before in front of their boys
all the time.
Exactly. That's all I'm saying.
Boys, but those are boys because real men don't front like that.
Listen, not for nothing.
Make grown men front like this too.
They're not.
You
men.
ain't sleeping with the fellas, okay?
Yo, I'm not gonna.
So at the end of the day, regardless of what, like, my thing is, I ain't sleeping with the fellas, okay? Like, you.
Right, I got you.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not waking up to you. So at the end of the day, like, regardless of what you have to say,
okay,
I'm gonna fix my stuff because you don't make me happy like this person make me happy.
I got you. Okay, next question.
This
is from Aaron. Aaron's from Brooklyn. Brooklyn's in the house.
Shout out
Boston
Brooklyn.
Nova.
You already know what's up. We rolling up.
Aaron's question is,
I love Brooklyn. I love Brooklyn.
Can I ever truly appreciate what I have? Yes. And I'm assuming he's talking about whatever.
I mean, with your relationship.
Your significant other.
Can you ever really truly appreciate that?
Bro, if you happy with the way things are, yes, bro. Tune out who's ever saying whatever. Tune out that voice in your head that's putting that bad energy in there. Bro, you ride the wave. If you happy with it, you ride the wave. Like, don't mess up. If you got a good thing on, keep going.
Boo. Listen.
Keep going, bro.
Yeah.
Keep going. Don't put no BS in your head. I promise you. You'll mess your own.
If you had the nerve to ask me this from a personal standpoint, then no. For the simple fact that you had to ask me this question, can I ever truly appreciate what I have? If you're asking me this from a personal point of view, because I don't know what you have.
That's not for us to know.
That ain't my business.
But you can't place the value on what he has from your perspective.
I'm not placing value on nothing. What I'm placing is the fact that he asked me, can I ever truly appreciate what I have? If you have something and you felt the need to ask that question, and if you're asking from a personal point of view, that's telling me right now you don't truly appreciate what you have.
Or you need validation for every decision you make.
But why do you need validation in a situation where
some
it's you
people
and her?
don't feel comfortable making their own decisions. Let's say let's say for what it is. Everybody is not like us. Everybody cannot make a decision and live with it, good, bad, or ugly. Everybody can't do that. Everybody is not able to do that. That's saying it for what it is. A lot of people will make a decision and will go into that decision questioning it, right? And live it and still be seeking, after they've made a decision, still seeking validation. Like, did I do the right thing? Yeah. Who cares?
Well, did I do the right thing is one thing. But
No. I'm not.
Can I truly appreciate? If I come and ask you, like, Lamar, I've been with this person for 3 years, let's say 3 years, whatever. Can I truly appreciate what I really have? Can I truly appreciate this? If I'm asking you after 3
you want
years,
my response?
if I'm asking you, if I come to you as my brother, like, Lamar, can I truly appreciate what I have here? Like,
you want my response? I give it to you as your brother. I would say, bro, you've been with so-and-so for 3 years. Why are you even, like, you've been with them 3 years. So it's something about them that clearly has kept you for 3 years. Get out my face, you're wasting my time. And I'd spin off.
if I'm coming to you and I'm asking you, Lamar, like, if I'm asking you, can I truly appreciate this? I'm not asking you, like, is this worth me staying? Am I doing the right thing? Did I make the right choice? I'm saying, can I truly appreciate what I have? I'm coming in. I'm asking you if I can appreciate what I have in this relationship.
Can you? Like, hold on. This is all right.
Sounds to me like
you can't. But I get the question, bro. But there's certain questions you can't answer because certain people don't value certain things. Some people will value time, effort, energy a person spends on them, right? And that means everything in the world to them. Some people, that doesn't mean a thing too. If you're not spending currency, assets, that value, like it's all about your value system. So that question is, I'm not saying you can't answer it, but that's more of a question you need to ask yourself to whomever asked that question, right? Because
Aaron from Brooklyn.
All right, Aaron from Brooklyn, bro. If you from Brooklyn, you really asking this question?
And you're gonna leave Aaron alone.
He from Queens. He ain't from Brooklyn.
He's from Brooklyn.
He's not from Brooklyn. All right.
I know him. He's from Brooklyn.
We gonna talk later, Aaron. But I'm just saying, but for real, like, you can't tell me what I appreciate. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. You can't tell me. You can't tell me. You can't tell me what I appreciate. I may be like, thank you. That was a nice gesture. Or like, what you did was nice. But if I have something and if I'm constantly sticking it out and I'm rocking with it, there's something about it I appreciate. How can you ask someone else how you feel?
Well, we wouldn't ask you, Lamar.
I mean,
I'm cold though.
I still stand by the point I'm making. And if you have to ask me whether or not you can truly appreciate something, like, here's the thing: if I appreciate my mother, and I know that I show my appreciation for her by, like, I'm like, okay, you know what? Every once in a while, I'll send mom to a spa day, or I'll get her flowers, or I'll do something.
Nice.
I'll do something to show her that I appreciate her.
I'll bring you coffee in the morning.
That's me showing her that I appreciate her. But then I have to break it down a little bit more and say, why do I appreciate her, and how do I know that I appreciate her? What feeling or what transpires for me to know that I appreciate her, and I can recognize my appreciation for her, that prompts me to do something to show my appreciation for her. If you're asking me, what was it? Will I ever truly appreciate her?
Can I ever truly appreciate what I have?
Can I ever truly appreciate what I have? Okay, so let's break it down backwards. It's like the Pimsleur method. If you're learning another language, they go backwards, back to the front, so you can thoroughly understand it. Can I ever truly appreciate what I have? If I have a girlfriend, and first of all, for me to be asking the question, can I ever truly appreciate what I have? Like I have to stop and I have to wonder why I'm asking that question. But let's just say I asked it anyway. If I appreciate her, I know I appreciate her, right? First of all, I'm not asking that question. My thing is, my question probably would have been, how can I show her that I appreciate her in a way that's meaningful, or in a way that, is special? Like, what can I do that's out of the ordinary, that's special, to show her I appreciate her? That's one thing. But to be asking, can I ever really appreciate what I have? If you asking me this question, then honestly, the way I feel about it, I can't answer it for you, but the way I feel about it, no.
Talk that. Okay.
If you asking me this question, the way you asking me this question, to me it means like
you don't.
You're doubting and you're having thought. You're having second guessing this.
Yeah, you valid on that. Yeah,
that's just the way I feel about it.
You from Brooklyn, bro?
You know what? And see, I get it. That's why it's a man's perspective, because the way I read this question,
we don't know you.
Can I ever truly appreciate what I have? And if we're talking about relationships, I could read this as saying that this person has somebody so wonderful that they appreciate so much. Like you said, they try to think of ways to show that their appreciations, but she could be so amazing. It's like, no matter what I do, can I really ever apprate what I have?
I mean,
so it kind of coincides with what you said.
I'm not gonna hold you. If it's really that deep, Mom, if it's really that deep, just marry, bro. Like, just go, right. Look, bro, go in the death of the ring. Go get the name engraved with the cute saying, Right. You got to finesse the ring size. You got to, have her best friend try to get it from her on the low. And then boom, you pick the setup to how you going to propose. But if it's that deep, like my mom said, bro, propose.
Aaron, hit me up, honey, and I'll give you the 411
But you're not from Brooklyn,
a woman's
bro.
Perspective.
You really
Next
not from
question.
Brooklyn.
This is a good one. I don't know who it's from, but the question is chivalry dead? Y'all know what chivalry means?
Yeah, I know what chivalry is. Well, you raised us. Come on, don't do this. You told us
that
to
don't
be
mean nothing.
You told us to be gentlemen. You did teach us to be gentlemen.
Well, anyway, the question is chivalry dead? We'll just leave it like that. How about that?
I'll put it this way. The homie is struggling and holding on for dear life, because not for nothing, romance is almost dead.
It is, bro.
Yeah. Listen, it's so sad. It's really so sad, because when we were younger, my mother taught us, if we're walking down the street with a young lady, she goes on the inside of the street. You don't let her walk on the outside to or near the road, or whatever the case may be. You hold a door. You pull out a chair.
Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Like you stand up for her.
Young ladies are miss.
Right.
Elders.
Like, it's so sad. I walk down the street And it's sad because even a lot of my female friends don't understand why I'll say get on the inside.
Bro, this like, and then you ever seen couples walk? Like, this be couples. Like, say these two couples are a couple. This is the man, and this be the girl. And that really how it be these days. They be really believing it, girl.
That is. I hate seeing
chivalry,
that.
I'm not going to hold you. I don't know who raised these new people, but they parents need they butt whooped. That's how I feel.
That's these 30-year-old grandparents.
Bro, they parents need they butt whooped.
Chivalry is holding on for dear life.
So you guys think it's dead, right?
No, I said chivalry is holding on for dear life because some of us still keep that in mind. But
do you?
It's few and far in between.
Of course I do.
Do you?
I believe it. I don't believe it's dead.
Do you open doors for ladies?
Nah, I'm not gonna take my coat off and put it in a puddle.
Yeah,
for you to step over it. I'm not gonna do that.
This is what we could do.
What? You wouldn't do that?
No, I'm sorry.
You bugging.
Would you do that for your mama?
No, because you don't walk. You got a whole BMW.
That's a fact.
You're good.
But the
I'm not gonna hold you.
I'm just saying.
For all that,
would you do that? You wouldn't do that for your mother?
This is what I do. I give you my coat. I run to the V. I'll park somewhere where there is no puddle. Get in the car.
So no, but you're. No, I'm hypothetical.
Mom,
so you're meaning to tell me you wouldn't put your coat.
No.
You got to remember, this is back in the time where it's not like they can afford
most
multiple
of my
pairs of shoes.
waterproof.
Mom got 3 closets. She got enough shoes. Okay,
so fine. All right. Back to the question. So you're saying chivalry is holding on for dear life.
For dear life.
It's on life support.
Like they calling the relatives of chivalry saying like you got to decide whether or not you pulling the plug.
So I have a question.
Chivalry is a vegetable right now.
Is it something about the way us women are carrying ourselves that makes men not want to do those things for us?
It's a combination.
Or does it have to do with men are just some sorry saps?
Hold on. First of all,
that's my opinion. I'm asking a question.
I know. I'm going to respond to your question.
First part first.
Which was the first part? No. We going. You know, I hear the passion in what you're saying. And your first part was because is chivalry dead or is it because men are sorry sacks? No. It's a combination of you want to.
No, that's not what I said.
What was the first thing you said?
Kortnee said that chivalry is fighting for its life. I said, is it because of the way we as women are presenting ourselves that men don't want to be this way, or is it because they're a bunch of sorry saps?
You want the real answer, or you want me to sugarcoat it?
I want you to give the real.
Okay, let's make this abundantly clear because I, as a man that has very little interest in women, I can say it this way.
Well, we know you gay. It's the same thing.
I said very little. No, pause. Women act like they don't need a man for a thing.
But do everything for men.
Hold on. So if a woman is going to be a man herself, then what you need chivalry for? Because not for nothing, you don't need the men to do the things that they used to do. That's part one. Part two, parents don't raise their kids the way they used to.
Well,
so we not let's not skip over that because at the end of the day, there's that good generation that like we this last generation of those kids that were raised in the way like again, hold the door, pull out a chair, let her walk on the inside of the sidewalk, like. It's that good last generation of people like that. So you got that second point. And then if you really want to be real about it, we live in a culture full of people that's more worried about hooking up than romance any day. So at the end of the day, if it's so easy for me to lure you in my house or lure you wherever and just hook up with you than it is to be romantic with you, what I need chivalry for?
Boom.
That's all I need.
All I need is $40, if that.
Bottle of Henny.
They going that shit.
Right.
Wait a minute. Hold up.
The font. Look, I need papers, Fonto. Let me get an eighth. A fifth of Henny.
If that.
Wait a minute.
Let me take you to Kennedy's real quick and get you something to drink.
School me.
And the Uber ride home.
School me. Because I heard you say $40. So I'm asking.
Eyelashes.
You mean you can take a girl out, you can have sex with a girl, do anything you want for $40?
Mom, you can take that child up to BSP, let her dance for a little while.
Hold on. You gotta realize, Mom, bro.
No.
She'll take that literal.
No, I won't. I'm trying to understand. I'm an older woman, and no man is gonna take me out. It ain't about money for me.
No, that's because you a boss. You do boss stuff.
No, but what I'm saying is I can't even fathom that I'm going to go out with some, before I even get to the sex part.
We really should give it to her.
What?
Do you really want the whole truth?
I need it. Yes, because if these ladies is really getting down like this, I need y'all on another episode,
It's really as simple as this. If you just popping enough on social media.
Popping enough.
Like, if you get enough likes.
Get them likes. You got
enough followers. You got enough followers. If you are just that person when you go out to spots, if you're just lit and everybody gravitates towards you. I mean, the $40, the Fonto and the leaf with the
What's a Fonto?
Oh, that's the paper that goes inside, or that's the leaf that goes inside the paper.
Can you hear him in the microphone?
Can you hear me? That's the paper that goes inside, or the leaf that goes inside the paper. It's pretty much when you just roll
It's a tobacco leaf.
Tobacco leaf. It's a tobacco leaf when you smoke, right? We're exaggerating. We're being funny because we get it, but I mean, these girls make it unnecessarily easy. Like
So what you're saying, the girls these days are easy and they're shallow?
Oh, shallow is an understatement. But yeah.
Oh wow.
Shallow is shallow is a real understatement.
What standard do a lot of them have for themselves? Like, please, somebody find one. Tell me. Please
Like,
tell me.
if we keeping it honest, most of them are looking for their next relationship before even getting out of the one that they're in. Most of them are already in their next relationship or have the segue set up, right? Or have their entire life planned out with their next boyfriend before they're out of the one that they're in. And this is real life. And I'm literally telling you from experience.
Was this not a hot girl summer or a city girl summer or whatever?
It's about to be a cold nigga winter.
It's so sad that we go by, a lot of times this generation goes by seasons based off of sexual quality. You got the hot girl summer, you got the city girl summer, you got gray sweat season.
Break that down for people like me who don't really understand what you're
the
saying.
older generation, you want us to really
like when
just
you're
tell
saying
them
the seasons and all of that.
All right.
You're making us understand, okay? From the male's perspective.
It's
I'm
very
learning.
different.
Y'all learning some stuff because I'm learning some stuff.
I mean, it's lit. It's like summertime is lit. Everybody's together in the summer.
We may have to continue on another episode with this.
Yeah, because this is a whole nother segue. I'll try to summarize
apparently
it.
we may, because apparently other people have plans that they have to do.
Well, this is a lot.
Okay, so I think, let me say, just make sure, because you guys did pretty good. There is just one more question. I don't know what this means, but it says.
So we'll return to the seasons on another episode, but your card is upside down.
Oh, that's all right. The perfectly incomplete. Yeah, I see it. So the last question, it works out. It says, what happened to the guys we used to be/see in the music videos?
Go ahead, Kortnee.
You ain't gonna find a John B in 2019.
That's not true. Wait. I'll debate that. That's not true.
What does that question mean?
That's not true.
What
happened to the guys we used to see in music videos? What
The
happened to
brothers
the guys
from the
we used
90s?
to be in music videos? You know,
That was
take
grabbing the ring,
RL,
grabbing
Good
air,
Man.
and
Like,
crying.
real man, what are they saying?
You ever saw the video Good Man by RL?
No.
RL from Next or whatever.
They're the
Back in it, or Aaron Hall, I miss you.
Aaron Hall, yeah.
Okay, you know Aaron Hall.
Absolutely.
So back again, and the reason I really wanted to answer this question was because this question dealt with music. It dealt with music videos and it dealt with music. And this is one of my biggest issues is that musicians, artists these days, y'all don't write about crap. Y'all write about stuff that just doesn't mean, and like, what are you even saying to people? Like, I love the song Whatchamacallit by Chris Brown and LMA. I love it.
Everybody's about to hook up.
I love it. That's my song. But when I first heard that song, I was like, what are you teaching people? Like, whatchamacallit? I'm like,
the one about sneaky links?
yeah, I'm like, it's it's so much better because like we're not supposed to be doing this.
Yeah.
Like, let's cheat, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like,
plays a part.
what happened to like you chasing this girl down or you chasing this man down or because you in love with this person or you want to give this person the world or you just, you want to be real with somebody because somebody's played you so many times.
It was like, I give you the sun, the stars, the moon, the earth, and the mountains.
You know what happened? You know what happened?
After 7.
You know what happened to the people we used to be or see in the music videos?
The men. It specifically said guys. I guess, what are they trying to ask?
We've been played too much.
Are they saying we're the real men? I mean, I don't understand the essence of that
you want to know?
question.
You know what the real men? They're not on social media.
I want to know what the question mean when it says what happened to the guys we used to see.
They working. They hiding. They moved on the mountains.
What kind of guy are they talking about?
Watch the old music videos. A good man.
They talking about you. Wait, hold on. Like, what's the song? God, Alex, when Charlie Wilson was, it wasn't Charlie Wilson. Golly, it was Boys and Men. It's like, baby girl, all those times you went out and thank you. And I didn't want to know about it, right? Mm-hmm. The dude that was really like, nah.
She's like, I didn't really care.
I didn't really care. I knew about it. Them brothers, you know what they had? They in the woods, they in the mountains. They done found them a girl that didn't appreciate them for them. And they got away from society because society will mess you up. Social media will mess you up. Modern music pumped off the radio will mess you up. There is no substance unless you listening to a Cole, a Wale, a Khalid, a Talib Kweli. I'm sorry. I can't remember, and I love music. I'm quick to get in my feelings. The last minus
Bruno Mars.
Come on.
Absolutely.
People who make music that really appreciate
the
women.
Music, the Weeknd.
Talk about it. Breezy, hold on. We're not gonna do this about Breezy because Breezy be.
Then he just write what? Well, didn't he have Undecided?
He literally made an album trying to get his, and I respect it. I guess, his love back, but really pointing out all the crap, the savage stuff he did wrong when he was really with the ex. So like his approach about stuff don't like Chris Brown is like an after the fact kind of nigga. Like let's say it what it is. It makes great music. But he's kind of like an after the fact kind of nigga. He's not gonna risk it for the biscuit. He's not willing to be cold corny to really hold his girl down and walk down that path.
It's the changes in times and the changes to who we are now. Again, you like I said, you can go back to R.L.'s Good Man. That's one of my favorite songs. Favorite line of the song. I was just a boy and not a man. All of these relationships going bad. Baby, because of you and what you do, you made me a good man.
Yeah.
Like when you think of lyrics like that, and it's just like, first of all, everything that's wrapped in that. First of all, you've admitted like how childish and immature you used to be. You've admitted that this person has made you better. You've admitted that like, you know, all of your relationships went bad because of your childish behavior. Like you took the fault for the things that happened in the past. You took the fault for where you are. Like you acknowledged you're wrong. Like you've become better and you realize and recognize you've become better because of this person. Tell me how many men you gonna find these days that will do a percentage of that, just with their minus a song, just with their words.
You know what? This is really good. We got to end on that note, and maybe we'll carry it over. Let's talk about it. I think this may be what you all are doing. I would like to see a live podcast with this right here somewhere in Sub Community. This is good stuff. I've been enlightened, and we're gonna stop on the music because we ain't even gonna talk about music. Don't have no substance. I'm a lover of music. Everybody's a lover of music. But let's stop here. I do appreciate you all giving your perspectives on things, you know, concerning relationships and women.
Forever.
And I think the heaviest thing that I got, ladies, is when they said chivalry. You know, Kortnee said chivalry is holding on, opening doors. You know, treating a lady like a lady. Basically, what I heard him say is guys don't do it because women ain't worth their weight.
Not even that.
To be giving it because
you want
women
us to
are
respect
selling themselves because y'all don't respect yourselves.
No, if you want us to respect, you really want us to treat you like a lady. Carry yourself like a lady.
Let's close out on that. And I'm asking both of y'all in unison. I want y'all to sing. So do women disrespect? Is that why chivalry is not there? Women are not respecting themselves?
They don't ask for the respect that they want.
And half of them don't deserve it by the way they put themselves out there.
Well,
that's huge. And we're going to end on that note. Yo, I appreciate y'all. Did I do good? I didn't talk too much, right?
No, that was actually good.
I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Make sure y'all tune in, like, subscribe, follow, and yeah, we out of here, baby. Peace.
Brooklyn.
There's no reason to